This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Edwards versus Edwards. You all have been together 17 years, married 11 of those 17 years, but you say you are out the door if you find out Mr. Edwards is cheating. Please explain.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that my husband is going through midlife crisis.
Okay.
And I also believe that my husband is cheating on me with random women.
Okay. Tell me how you feel. What's this been like for you?
It's been hard, you know, because at the beginning of our relationship in marriage, things were great, you know? We're a spiritual family, and we've been close, you know? We talked all the time, and, you know, we communicated. Our sexual life has gone downhill. He doesn't touch me, and on top of it, he's very disrespectful to me with other women.
Mr. Edwards.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, your wife is accusing you of a number of things.
Yes.
How do you respond to her allegations that you are cheating?
I know I'm not. I've never had, in any of the time that we've been married, I haven't cheated. I've never been with another woman. And I'm here today to prove it.
All right, so you've been together 17 years. You got to know him pretty well. What was it that made you say, okay, we've been plotting along, going along, something's changed, something's different?
Because he stopped going to church with us. That was big.
About how long ago did this stop?
About 3 years ago is when everything just started to decline, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Edwards, why'd you stop going to church?
I did. I mean, I was going to church.
And then you stopped?
And then I slacked off on going. But I do, in fact, know that I love my wife. I love my family. You know, and I want this thing to work out between me and her.
First of all, it's not a thing, it's a marriage.
Yes, it is. It is. You're right.
But, Ms. Edwards?
You're right.
Was there something else that you noticed that either started or stopped 3 years ago?
Oh, yeah. We have a shared email.
Okay.
So I was roaming through our email as norm, and I noticed that all these women that Robert has been conversing back and forth were responding back to him through emails.
Okay.
And on top of it, he was also into porn sites.
And how do you know this?
I saw it. I saw it on the emails. I saw it in his phone.
Mr. Edwards, you know, who are these other women that you're writing and corresponding with via email?
Well, I'm not corresponding or writing to anyone.
Well, she says she's sending emails.
I did. No, the emails were being sent, but I wasn't responding to the emails. When I went to the sites, when I went on the sites, I was curious. I was looking, you know, just to be curious with it. But it seemed like once I got on the sites, then people got my email address, and then they start sending things, which I never replied to.
You've never had any kind of physical relationship with any of these women? You never even met them?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Are there any women that you're concerned about in particular, Miss Edwards?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There was a woman that texted his phone and said, "Where are my keys?"
Mm-hmm.
So what happened when you saw this text?
I called my husband and I say, "Hey, Robert, what is this?" He says to me he didn't know who it was. I said, "Call him."
Right.
Call him. He did. He got the young lady on the phone, and she said, "You're a liar. You were at my house, and you do have my keys."
Okay, who is this lady whose keys you had?
I have no idea who this person is. I have no idea who this person is.
Mr. Edwards, this woman, she texts you and say, "Where are my keys?" That's a very specific...
Okay, first of all, it should have been somebody texting the wrong number.
But
somebody, and
she said, "Robert."
It's more than one Robert on this earth, though.
So, Ms. Edwards,
it's more than one Robert on this earth.
So you're saying that you don't know this woman?
No.
She's got the wrong Robert.
Got the wrong Robert.
So how did she get your phone number?
I have no idea.
So
I have no idea how to
out
get
of
my
all
number.
the phone numbers in the universe, she happened to dial the wrong number.
I think so.
And got somebody named Robert.
Yep.
Okay, Cullen, you're a physics major. You did statistics. What is the
Do you know the
problem?
odds of that?
Yeah.
Probably 101 million, I don't know. But I'm just saying that I have no idea who this particular individual was.
So you understand why they look strange to us?
Yes.
And you understand
totally.
why it looks strange to Ms. Edwards?
Of course.
Like
Okay.
you're saying it's just happenstance.
No, boy, it didn't happen. I don't know who this woman is, where she's calling from, better yet, how she got my number.
Okay, now,
Wow.
Robert,
Wow.
Robert is a common name.
Yes, it is. So is Keith.
I mean, the odds are astronomical, but you know, the odds are 1 in however many million. Right. There's got to be that one.
Yeah.
So maybe this is that one.
And that one is standing here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The one has got to be standing somewhere. It might as well be here.
It's like that. It's like razor thin, Mr. Cutler.
Well, you know, if the chances are that great, you know, Mr. Edwards, maybe you need to play the lottery.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
have you discovered or seen anything else that makes you think that Mr. Edwards might be cheating?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. May I please?
Okay.
Okay.
What you got there?
Well, I made this exhibit board.
Oh, look at you.
Robbie found these items in his vehicle, in his car.
He found these things in his car.
Yes.
Okay.
And brought them to me. The first thing he brought to me was this gold earring.
And what did he say about that?
He said, "Here, baby, here's your earring." I look at it, and immediately, I'm a well put together woman, as you can see. You know.
True that is.
Hey, I know my
True
stuff.
that is.
You know.
Okay.
And that's not my earring. You know?
Okay.
Then Robbie comes. I say 3 months later, he comes with the silver earring.
Same thing?
Same thing.
Baby, here's your earring.
Car. Baby, here's your earring. I say, Robbie, it's not mine.
And what does he say?
It's gotta be yours. It ain't mine.
Wouldn't that, Jan, I object to that. Wouldn't that be foolish for me to bring an earring that was supposed to be in my car that I'm giving to my wife, asking her about it? Why would I bring it to my wife?
Well, that's a logical question.
I could have just easily put it in the trash can and left it alone.
Because you didn't know it was left by the woman you were sleeping with.
Well, as the lie detector gonna say today, I'm not sleeping with anyone and wasn't sleeping with anyone at that time.
But Ms. Edwards, you're convinced that because he didn't know who it belonged to, he's just accidentally given it to you.
I honestly believe that these women were leaving these crumbs behind so that I can see that they were cheating around with my husband.
So they were marking their territory.
Absolutely.
But you know, why would he even take that chance? If there was a chance that it might belong to somebody else, just throw it away.
Exactly.
That makes
Why
more,
would I bring
that
it to
makes
my
more
wife?
sense.
She has a
And
couple
then
more
abort
things.
that
She's got
bit.
Exhibit C and Exhibit D. What are those?
Yes.
That's a lot
Exhibit
of
C is a hair clip. I don't wear hair clips. I wear bobby pins.
Okay.
So I know that's not mine.
And then you got Exhibit D there. What's that?
Lip gloss. Cheap lip gloss. I don't wear cheap lip gloss.
Okay. He brought it to
He
you.
brought it to me. He says to me, "Baby, I found your lip gloss in my car." Again, I say, "Robert, it's not mine."
I would have to be a consistent fool, really.
Tell me about Exhibit E.
A lot of
Bracelet.
exhibits.
Can I approach?
Oh, okay. Approach the bed.
Yes.
Approach.
Well, Your Honor, I was doing my everyday cleaning. I had just got home because Robert and I had a little break, you know, and I was coming home and I started to tidy up the house.
Okay.
Doing light cleaning and all, and I saw something shining, and it was the ankle bracelet. So immediately I grabbed it and I'm like, I knew it wasn't mine.
And where'd you find it?
Behind the headboard.
Okay. Do you wear ankle bracelets?
I wear them, but it wasn't mine.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
And it wasn't real, so I knew it wasn't mine.
Okay. So what did you do when you got this bracelet? Because I know you did something.
Antennas went up, and I just started thinking, like, if an ankle bracelet is behind there, the only way, excuse me, my approach, for that ankle bracelet to be behind there, somebody was doing this.
Baby, hold it. Easy.
Wow.
That's.
Well.
Have mercy.
I have never
Just like
seen
that, huh?
an exhibit like that.
Just
You
like
see
that.
it today, Your Honor.
Yes, we did.
Wow.
All right, Miss
right.
Edwards, you can go back to your podium.
Oh.
I'm actually in a sweat over
I
there.
see that.
Woo! Okay,
So,
Miss Edwards,
So, Mr. Edwards,
how do you explain that ankle bracelet being behind the bed?
I honestly think that someone set us up. I honestly think it, because it's no way possible that I've ever had anybody in our bed, any woman in our bed, in our room, for anything to get placed behind the headboard.
okay. Do you honestly believe that? Do you believe the words that come out of your mouth?
How else could I put anything out there about that particular situation if I don't know how I got there? I don't know.
Well, there's another explanation.
What's that, Mr. Cutler?
What's the explanation?
Another explanation as to how the ankle bracelet got behind the headboard of your bed is that you had another woman in your bedroom.
And I just explained, and I just said I never had another woman in our bed, nor been with another woman since I've been married.
Well, I gotta say,
I have no idea.
With what your wife demonstrated, ain't no reason to go anywhere else.
Yeah, she showed it.
For real, for real.
That's the truth. That's the truth. You're right. That was the demo.
All right, so, Mr. Cutler, I think we have enough evidence. We have Miss Edwards believes that her husband is, in fact, cheating. And she has said, I'm out. If he is, I'm done. This is not something I'm gonna do.
Completely done.
To get to the bottom of this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call certified polygraph examiner Dave Lawrence to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Lawrence in. Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, I'm a 30-year retired state police officer. I've been a polygraph examiner for the past 26 years. I've conducted thousands of polygraph tests.
And you performed a polygraph examination on Mr. Edwards, is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Hold on, love. I gotta do this. I see the look on your face, Miss Edwards, and it is absolute agony. What are you thinking in this moment?
I mean, my husband, that's my king. When I took an oath with God and I accepted him in my life, my whole life changed. I grew so much with him spiritually. We have a beautiful family.
You love him clearly. Even though you may be angry with him, I know that you love him.
I do.
I love her too. I love her too.
Do you want these results?
Yes.
Are you ready to face the results?
Yes, Your Honor. This will at least help me to be able, because even if he's not cheating, if he's telling me the truth today, at least we'll have some hope to work on. I can work on everything else, but I cannot work on a man cheating on me and you know, just not showing me no decency and respect as his wife, you know?
So it all comes down to this, right now.
Yes. Yes, and if I find out today that he's been lying to me, it's over.
And Mr. Edwards, you understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You understand it all comes to a head right now?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Right.
So, Mr. Lawrence, you asked Mr. Edwards, since the beginning of your marriage, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than your wife? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being deceptive.
Ms. Edwards?
I knew it.
The lie detector determined you were being deceptive. The question asked, since the beginning of your marriage, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than Ms. Edwards? And you said no, but the lie detector determined you were being deceptive.
I haven't. I honestly haven't. I can't believe that.
You also asked Mr. Edwards, did the ankle bracelet your wife found behind the headboard belong to another woman with whom you've had sexual intercourse? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being deceptive.
Mr. Edwards?
So it was deceptive saying I'm lying?
You're
I'm not-
lying.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When you denied each of those things,
Yes. Yes.
the results determined that you were being deceptive. So you were being deceptive when you said you did not have sex with the person whose ankle bracelet was found behind your
I
headboard.
didn't. No way. There's no way.
Miss Edwards, you came here for the truth,
And I got it.
and you got it. I'm sad that this is what you found out, but I'm happy for you because I know you're gonna pick yourself up and keep it moving.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem filing me no man. Over. Done.
And Mr. Edwards, you got some soul searching to do. I don't know what happened 3 years ago and why you had this sudden change in your life, but that change in your life has brought you to this point today. You can still turn your life around and go back to the man that you fell in love with. So when you leave, talk to our counselor so he can help both of you as you move forward from this point and help you to co-parent.
Yes.
As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a healthy and a happy relationship. Court is adjourned.